Women have mostly received positively the news that girls can go back to school after pregnancy, but have however called on the government to bring in support structures like counseling services and child support systems so that the girl child can be able to fully concentrate when they are back in class with the child. However, some women said it was a bad move and suggested that the girls should give birth first and then go back to school, while others suggested for separate schools to be opened in order to avoid stigmatization.
Umntwana lo singaze sithi kahambe esikolo ayefunda. Pressure lokukhulunyelwa ngabanye lokhana kuzaba kunengi kakhulu endlebeni zakhe, ukuphumelela kwakhe ezifundweni kunciphe. Kodwa ma engekhaya umkhanselile wambonisa ukuthi hayi ngiyavuma konakele kodwa uzabuyela esikolo ngesikhathi umntwana esezelwe. Muhle kakhulu umbono lo esiwonayo osuvotelwe ukuthi ungene, but okunye asikunanzelele nini. Mina personally I'm happy with the idea, but iphinde ngani ngiyahluka ukuthi when such things zibiswe ebantwini asithi nxa zibiswa kuvele sokule way forward about it. Personally I wouldn't agree ukuthi umntwana moyintombazana very fine usezithwele aphinde ahambe aye esikolo lapho kule ntanga zakhe khona eklasini ayefunda. Asikucabangeni asikuboneni ukuthi isimo sakhe sizabe sinjani. Mina on that debate ngithi umbono wami ngokuthi why can't we have a facility or a center whereby abantu bethu ababe sebewoniwe befakwa bodwa same levels like form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4, form 5, form 6 kusefika khona befunde according to that. Ngoba honestly we can do everything, but that child be traumatized and ingqondo zakhe ziyadideka. Uzabe hamba esikolo for the sake of ukuthi ngihambe ngiye esikolo, but uyabe ngasoze akwanise to cope with the school environment actually. So I think my suggestion is that the point is good and is excellent. Let's find a place where we will facilitate the education system to our girl child to continue ngezifundo zakhe.
Women's Coalition of Zimbabwe Bulawayo Chapter Chairperson and educationalist Ms. Nomuhle Nyoni added that the girl child should be given all the support she needs, as she would have learned a very good lesson. Henceforth, we should not make matters worse by preventing her from realizing her academic dreams. Ms. Charity Dube, a councillor, advised on the ministry to introduce focus groups and workshops for teachers and students, so that they are taught how to handle pregnant girls in schools to avoid any form of stigma or emotional abuse to pregnant students.
Before it comes to that point of acceptance, bekufunakala ukuthi kufakwe some structures in place ukuthi kuholdwe ama-workshops, kuhlanganele lama-teachera, kuhlanganele lama-students, ba-sensitizwe, ba-conscientizwe ngakhona osokwenzakala ukuthi in their midst sokuzaba lamanye ama-fellow students aleziso ukuze bawamukele kube into asebeyijayele. Laye futhi u-pregnant girl child akhanselwe, atshelwe, aprepare ukuthi you are going to encounter this and this and this.
Moreover, Mr. Benny Moyo, Bulawayo's Progressive Residents Association Secretary for Education, further said, "We need sufficient structures for pregnant girls, as it might burden the girls' guardians who are left to fend for the child while the mother is at school."
I think we need a balanced approach to this. Whilst it's a good idea to have the pregnant girl go back to school, there is so much that as a society we don't have in place. We don't have sufficient supporting structures to support umntwana oyinkazana uma esezithwele. We are now going to burden the grandmother ngale ibhede. And when the child is doing homework, the child still has to think about umntwana olaye lapha. Unlike in South Africa, where the child support grants, Zimbabwe does not have that. So whilst the legislation in theory is good, it lacks other aspects to support it. We don't have enough support as Kolo to provide the necessary counseling.
At the end of the session, parents agreed on sex education and the use of contraceptives if ever they decided to be sexually active in order to curb early and unwanted pregnancies. This is Jolene Mara reporting for Amakhosikazi Media in Bulawayo.